Hello everyone. Today we are back with another novel which is written by Mulk Anand, and the novel name is Untouchable. This novel generally deals with the untouchabilities of humans which were done in our society. And this novel also deals with the caste system and the gender bias system and the marginalized people who are suppressed. Let's start. Untouchable is a seminal work of fiction penned by Mulk Anand, an influential Indian writer of the 20th century. So this novel is a seminal work which has been written by Mulk Anand, and he was an influential Indian writer of 20th century, published in 1935. This novel, which is Untouchable, was published in 1935. The novel stands as a poignant exploration of social injustice and caste discrimination in pre-independence India. As I explained that this novel deals with the exploration of social injustice and caste discrimination in pre-independence India. And the next is Anand's narrative unfolds against the backdrop of a single day in the life of Baka. This novel generally unfolds against the backdrop of a single day in the life of Baka. Baka is the main character in this novel, and we will see how he faced so many problems in his life. Next, a young sweeper. Baka is a protagonist of this novel, and he is a sweeper as given here, belonging to the lowest rung of the caste hierarchy. And he generally belongs to the caste which is generally suppressed by the upper class. So, the untouchable, and they are called usually the untouchable. And the next line. The novel is celebrated for its stark realism and its unflinching portrayal of the harsh realities faced by marginalized communities in Indian society. So, this novel generally celebrates the portrayal of harsh reality of Indian societies, which generally include the suppression of marginalized community and their voices and the caste system. So these things are explained in this novel. Next, Anand, a pioneer figure in the Indian literary landscape, used Untouchable to bring attention to the dehumanizing effect of the caste system. This line explores that Anand in this novel, why he has titled this novel as Untouchable, is just to bring the attention to the dehumanizing effect of the caste system. So, in Hindi, I will explain that this novel, ये जो novel है वो इसलिए इसका जो नाम है वो अनटचेबल रखा गया, क्योंकि ये जो नॉवल है वो जनरली डील करती है द कास्ट सिस्टम जो परफॉर्म होते हैं इंडियन सोसाइटीज़ के अंदर, उसके अगेंस्ट ये डील करती है. क्वेश्चनिंग डीपली ingrained societal norms and challenging reader to confront uncomfortable truth. So next we have let me set this. So, as Baka navigates the challenges of his daily existence, the novel delves into the complexity of identity, morality, and the quest for dignity. जो बाखा है वो जनरली नेविगेट करता है अपने डेली चैलेंजेस को, उसके एग्जिस्टेंस से जो भी डेली चैलेंजेस उसको फेस करने पड़ते हैं वो उसको एक्सपीरियंस करता है. उसकी चैलेंजेस एज फॉर एग्जांपल उसकी लाइफ से रिलेटेड, उसकी आइडेंटिटी से रिलेटेड, उसके थॉट से रिलेटेड, उसकी मोरालिटी से रिलेटेड, उसकी डिग्निटी से रिलेटेड. एंड द नेक्स्ट आनंद प्रोज इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय इट्स एम्पैथी, विविड डिपिक्शन ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स, एंड एन apologetic critique of social structure. Untouchable is not just a narrative. This novel is not just a narrative. This word is not just a narrative. It's a powerful social commentary that remain relevant, compelling reader to reflect on the persistent issue of discrimination and inequality. The word untouchable used to show the discrimination, the inequality, the marginalized voices which are suppressed by the Indian practice and societal norms, and these things are discussed in this famous novel. Now, let's learn some key facts of the novel. Year of publication: Untouchable was published in 1935, as we have read earlier. Genre: the novel belongs to the social realism genre, addressing the harsh realities of the caste system and social discrimination in India during the pre-independence era. era. So the novel belongs to the social realism genre. मीन्स ये जो नॉवल है वो सोशली जो हम फेस करते हैं चैलेंजेस एज अ मार्जिनलाइज्ड कम्युनिटी और अंडर द कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, तो ये जो जॉनरा है इसका उसी पे बेस्ड है एंड द एड्रेसिंग द हार्श रियलिटीज ऑफ द कास्ट सिस्टम एंड सोशल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इन इंडिया ड्यूरिंग द प्री इंडिपेंडेंस एरा. तो प्री इंडिपेंडेंस एरा के पहले जो भी प्रैक्टिसेस होती थी उससे रिलेट करता है. आई एम सो सॉरी दैट दिस पेज इज नॉट सेटिंग वेल बट आई विल ट्राई. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज द स्टोरी इज सेट इन अ सिंगल डे. सेटिंग जो है स्टोरी की वो एक सिंगल डे में रखी गई है एंड अनफोल्ड्स द इन द टाउन ऑफ बुलंदशहर. और जो लोकेशन है वो बुलंदशहर की है, लोकेटेड इन द नॉर्दर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया. द नरेटिव प्राइमरीली टेक्स प्लेस इन एंड अराउंड द लाइफ ऑफ प्रोटैगनिस्ट Baka. As I have discussed that Baka is a protagonist of the novel, and this novels generally revolves around the challenges faced by Baka and his life. Protagonist Baka, a young belonging to the Untouchable caste, serve as a central character and protagonist of the novel. And the next is theme. The overarching theme of Untouchable revolves around the caste discrimination and dehumanizing treatment of those considered untouchable in Indian societies. And the next is narrative style. Anand employs a realist narrative style, vividly portraying the everyday life of Baka and the challenges he encounters. So, the narrative style of this novel is usually the portrayal of everyday life of Baka, how he is facing the challenges in his life, how he is suppressed by the upper class. And now, moving on the next, we have major characters of Untouchable. The first one, Baka. And this Baka is also known as the protagonist of the novel because the novel revolves around his life experiences and his challenges. And let's talk about the Baka. The central protagonist of the novel, Baka, is a young man from the Untouchable caste. So the central protagonist of the novel is Baka, and he is a young man from Untouchable caste, or we can say that he is from discriminated, or we can say the lower class. He belongs to the lower class. There are 4 classes divided in the Indian society, as you know. So he is one of in the lower caste. Sorry, and where we are, he is honest, resilient, and confronts the harsh realities of discrimination. So Baka is one of the member in his family who earns money, and he is the owner, owning of his what we can say, he is the source of money, the source of food in his family. He earns the money and then his family used to eat. Okay, so Baka, the central protagonist of the novel. Baka is a young man from the Untouchable caste. As we have discussed that Baka is the protagonist of this novel, and he is a young man from the Untouchable caste, or we can say that from the lower caste. He is honest, resilient, and confronts the harsh realities of discrimination. He is the earning member of his family, and he confronts the harsh realities of discrimination, generally the caste systems and the practices by the upper class. Second is Lakha, Baka's younger brother. जो लाखा है वो बाका का younger brother है. Lakha is an important secondary character who, like Baka, grapples with the challenges imposed by societal norms. So Lakha is the younger brother of Baka, and he is the secondary character. Thirdly, Ramcharan, a high caste man who represents the oppressive societal structure. Ramcharan's interaction with Baka highlights the deeply ingrained prejudice and discrimination prevalent in this social hierarchy. And so next one is Brahmin headman, a representative of higher caste Brahmin in the story. He is a representative of higher caste, and he generally discriminate the lower class people. Sweeper's family. Baka's family's member, including his father and sister. Each member of Baka's family contributes to the portrayal of Untouchable struggle and their efforts to navigate a society that marginalizes them. So sweeper family is indication of the Bakha's family, whereas including his father and his sister. Each member of Bakha family is a sweeper, and they are portrayed as untouchable in this novel. Now moving next. Next we have the Sergeant Charat Singh, a military officer who interacts with Baka. Sergeant Charat Singh is a military officer who interacts with the Baka. Through his encounter with Baka, Sergeant Charat Singh represents a contrasting perspective and provide a glimpse into the varied attitudes within the society. So this character generally helps Baka uh, in his life, and he comes as a hope in Baka's life to like what we can say that to overcome with the challenges in whatever is going on in Baka's life. Imam Sahib. Next one is Imam Sahib, a Muslim preacher with whom Baka has a significant interaction. Imam Sahib's character introduced religious dimension to the narrative, showcasing the intersectionality of discrimination in the society depicted in the novel. The next character is Imam Sahib. He is a Muslim preacher with whom Baka has a significant interaction. He uh, like the Imam Sahib character is also a description of the Indian societies, that how we are multicultural, we have multi religions in our society. So this is also a portrayal. And the next character is Chota, which is a friend of Baka. Chota's character contributes to Baka's personal experiences, adding layers to the exploration of friendship and solidarity in the face of adversity. Now we have, let's deal with the summary of this novel. Okay. Untouchable by Mulk, Untouchable by Mulk Raj Anand unfolds over the course of a single day in the life of its central character, Bakha, who belongs to the untouchable caste in a small town in India. जो Untouchable by Mulk Raj Anand, जो कि लिखा गया है मुल्क राज आनंद के द्वारा, वो रिवील करता है एक दिन बाखा की लाइफ में, जो कि प्रोटैगनिस्ट है, जो और वो अनटचेबल कास्ट से बिलोंग करता है और स्मॉल टाउन इन इंडिया में, वो मतलब एक छोटे से शहर में इंडिया के वो रहता है. द नॉवल विविडली कैप्चर द हार्श रियलिटीज ऑफ कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एंड डीह्यूमनाइजिंग ट्रीटमेंट फेस बाय दोज रेलिगेटेड टू द लोवेस्ट रंग्स ऑफ सोसाइटी. जो नॉवल है वो जनरली कैप्चर करती है जो हार्श रियलिटीज ऑफ कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एंड सपरेशन फेस्ड बाय द लोअर क्लास पीपल. एंड The next is the story begins with Bakha daily routine as a sweeper. जो स्टोरी है वो स्टार्ट होती है बाखा के डेली रूटीन से, जो कि एक स्वीपर की तरह है, रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर क्लीनिंग द टाउन स्ट्रीट्स एंड पब्लिक प्लेसेस, और जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबल है टाउन स्ट्रीट्स या पब्लिक प्लेसेस को क्लीन करने के लिए. तो ये डेली रूटीन है बाखा का, और ये प्रोफेशन भी है, एज वी कैन से दैट. एज ही गोज अबाउट हिज वर्क, the author skillfully portrays the societal prejudice and mistreatment that Baka encounters at every turn. So, जैसे जैसे वो बाखा आगे बढ़ता है, वैसे वैसे अपने काम के लिए वो जैसे जैसे वो आगे बढ़ता है, वैसे ही सेम उसी स्किल से ये नॉवल जो है वो पोर्ट्रे किया गया है. उसकी चैलेंजेस जो वो हर एक टर्न्स पे वो फील करता है, वो फेस करता है, वैसे वैसे ही एज सेम दिस नॉवल ऑल्सो skillfully written. Where we were, yeah, his identity as an untouchable dictates the way he is treated with contempt, disdain, and exclusion. So his identity as an untouchable generally reveals that how he was being treated, how the society treats him, what are the challenges he used to face in his daily life. And the next is, as the day progresses, Baka faces various challenges, including an encounter with an English military officer. जैसे जैसे दिन आगे बढ़ता है, दिन आगे ढलता है, वैसे वैसे बाखा जो है बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को फेस करता है. जैसे कि पहला वो एक इंग्लिश मिलिट्री ऑफिसर से मिलता है, जो कि हैं सर्जेंट चरत सिंह, whose condescending behavior reflects the colonial era racial hierarchy. यहाँ पे ये मुझे लग रहा है ये वर्ड दोनों मिक्स हो गया है एक में. यहाँ पे कॉलोनियल एरा आई थिंक विल बी देयर, व्हाटएवर. whose condescending behavior reflect the colonial era racial hierarchy. Bakha's interaction with the different character, a Brahmin headman, a Muslim preacher named Imam Sahib, and even his own family exposed the multifaceted nature of discrimination and oppression. The narrative the narrative is punctuated by Bakha's internal struggle, his dreams, and his quest for dignity in the society that systematically denies it to him. The novel delves into the theme of dignity. Please mark this line because this is going to be very important for your exam point of view. And in exam their favorite topic is about the theme of the novel. So here are they: theme of dignity, social injustice, and the human spirit, resilience in the face of adversity. This is going to be a most important line from this particular work. Now, throughout the day, Bakha grapples with the pervasive societal norms that dictate his place in the hierarchy. The climax of the novel occurs during a religious procession where Bakha inadvertently enters a temple, leading a violent confrontation that further underscores the deep seated prejudice prevalent in the society. जो बाखा है उस पूरे दिन अपने एक तो बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस और बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को फेस करता है, और उनमें से क्लाइमैक्स ऑफ द नॉवल अकर्स ड्यूरिंग द रिलीजियस प्रोसेशन. जो क्लाइमैक्स है नॉवल का वो तब आता है जब बाखा एक टेम्पल में चला जाता है जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा डीपेस्ट प्रेजुडिस प्रिवेलेंट इन द सोसाइटी, जहाँ पे अनटचेबिलिटी बहुत ही ज़्यादा देखने को मिलता है. सो नेक्स्ट इज Untouchable is a powerful and poignant exploration of the human cost of discrimination. Mulk Anand narrative provides a stark portrayal of the challenges faced by Untouchable, inviting reader to confront uncomfortable truth about the social hierarchy and the quest of the human dignity in the face of system oppression. So this novel is all about the untouchability of the people who generally belongs from the lower caste or the lower class, and usually suppressed by the upper class or the higher class. So that's all for the video, and if you want the question and answer for your exam perspective, then I can also post a video on that. We have long question with answer, so if you want that also, then please comment in the comment section and let me know where I am lacking and what should I do to make it worth. So yeah, thank you so much.